Hey everybody, it's Joey and Anissa at the Ridgely Giving Garden. It is August 18th today, and we're going to tell you what happened at the garden this week.
So we added about 20 to 30 buckets of food scraps that we pick up from our partners at the Ridgely Country Club and the Culinary School of Fort Worth. We got to add that to our compost area this week. I can tell you a little bit about the process of how we do that. So we start with a layer of cardboard, then we throw in leaves, and then we put in our food scraps, and then we continue that layering process of browns and greens. So we'll layer all of our leaves and our food scraps until the bin is full. You can also add in cardboard, you can add in paper scraps, things like that, organic matter that will break down over time. Those are all great additives. Typically, our compost bin will take about 5 to 7 months to break down if it's hot outside, if we're in the middle of summer like we are right now. In the winter, it'll take a little bit longer. What we're looking for to know that our compost is ready is something that is similar to coffee grounds in texture. You want to see a very dark, rich black color in the compost bin. You want it to have a nice smell. It shouldn't smell like anything bad. It should smell like a wet forest floor. It should be broken down to the point where you don't see any more food scraps. You don't want to see any more big chunks of leaves or anything like that. It should be nice, finely sifted. And we use this compost to add in biology and life to our clay soil. North Texas is known for having very alkaline clay soil. Production plants like what we're growing here, fruiting plants like what we're growing here, like a more acidic soil. So adding in this compost basically gives the plants access to all of the nutrients that are in the soil by adding the biology and the life to it.
We also harvested okra. So we've been mentioning that we've been harvesting okra for a few weeks now, but this was our first week of really getting a very large harvest, which was like about 5 pounds of okra. And so just talking about kind of how to harvest okra. So what we're looking for is okra, if you've never seen it grow, it's actually a fruit. So it grows from the pollinated flower. So there's these beautiful cream colored flowers that grow on the okra. The thing about okra is they can grow like an inch a day. And so you really have to check them every single day or every other day just to make sure they don't get too big. The okra that we're looking for is about the size of my thumb. That's the smallest we're going to take it. It's really tender and really nice, not very slimy at that point. For the larger okras, we cut all of them, but we do a little test. So we're feeling for the flexibility and the pliability. Is that word? Pliability. Pliability, kids. Pliability of the okra. And so you're just using your thumb, just like in the video, of pushing on on the tip of the okra and seeing how, if it crunches or if it's very pliable, very flexible. If it is, you can still eat it. If not, though, and it's gotten too hard, what can we do with our okra that is too hard and too woody?
We can save it for seeds.
You can save it for seeds. So you let it dry completely out until it becomes very fibrous and woody. You just crack that open. There's little dark balls. Those are the seeds. You can save those in just like a nice dark room for next summer. And then you just plant that. The variety we're growing is Clemson Timeless.
So another thing that I'd like to talk about for this week is our fruit trees. So our fruit trees, they're looking good. This is some of them are going into their third year, some of them are going into their second year. But right now, our main issue is just fighting the Bermuda grass and keeping the area clear of all of the grass and weeds that are trying to grow up around them. So here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be clearing out weeds and Bermuda from around our trees, re-mulching them.
All right, and also we've been talking about how bad our cucumbers were looking from the spring. We finally cleared them, and so that little area is going to have our big greens, so our kale, our collards, our Swiss chard, in the next coming weeks. So follow along our journey for weekly videos. Please like and subscribe, and see what we do in the garden every single week.
Bye bye.
Bye.